thousands cheer them. Television and newspapers make them household names. Their skills make them special. As the season concludes, they are honored for their outstanding achievements. They are the best in the nation, as selected by their coaches. They are the 1993 Kodak All-America football team.
The snap, a good one. Ed puts it down. The kick is up, and it is good.
Every college football player who climbs to the top has gotten there with the help of a coach. I'm Hayden Fry, head coach at the University of Iowa and president of the American Football Coaches Association. There are 106 Division I-A head coaches, and each one has a voice in selecting the best players in college football. It's my pleasure to introduce our choice as the 24 finest, the 1993 All-American football team.
Coaches across America analyze the special talents of many runners. Speedbacks like Penn State's Kajana Carter. Touchdown makers like Wisconsin's Brett Moss. And record breakers like Florida's Eric Rett. After studying all the top runners, the coaches selected Northern Illinois' LaShawn Johnson and San Diego State's Marshall Faulk. They call LaShawn Johnson Cowboy. His hobby is bull riding, and he says it helps him keep his balance when he carries a football. The Northern Illinois senior led all of college football in rushing in 1993. His total of 1,976 yards was the fourth highest in NCAA Division I history. While the bad guys chased the Cowboy, LaShawn Johnson rode off in triumph as an All-American running back. Two years ago, Marshall Faulk emerged from obscurity to lead the country in rushing. The San Diego State speedster surprised everyone because in high school his primary play had been as a defensive back.
A lot of schools wanted me to play defensive back. They just didn't take the time to look at the film like Coach Johnson did and analyze me to see what type of talents I had on both sides of the ball. And he felt that I could help this team at running back better than I could at cornerback.
How right those Aztec coaches were. Marshall Faulk has become one of the best ever. Only 3 runners in the history of college football have scored more touchdowns. And he still has one more year to play. He is the only back ever to win the NCAA rushing title as a freshman and sophomore. And he has been the leading rusher in the Western Athletic Conference for 3 consecutive seasons. Opposing coaches call him a franchise player. Not bad for a former defensive back who is now a 2-time Kodak All-American, Marshall Faulk.
That's part of being an offensive lineman, I guess, is just the one-on-one competition, having somebody line up over you, man to man, him trying his best and you trying your best, and only one person can win.
For Notre Dame's Aaron Taylor, football is more than a game.
Before I got into football, I was leading a shady life, hanging out with the wrong crowd, doing the wrong things. I never really knew what commitment or trust or, hard work and determination were. I never knew what those things were. I found out that working hard was okay, and when you work hard, good things will follow.
As Ohio State battled for Big Ten victories, sophomore Corey Stringer cleared a path for the powerful Buckeyes ground game. At 6'6", 310 pounds, he controlled the line of scrimmage with power and technique. A dominant Buckeye blocker, Corey Stringer of Ohio State. For California coach Keith Gilbertson, Todd Stussy has become a wall of consistency. After beginning his career on the defensive line, senior Todd Stussy has started 46 consecutive games as an offensive lineman and played them all like a true All-American. West Virginia's Rich Braham was a tight end in high school. When no Division I schools offered him a scholarship, he walked on with the Mountaineers, put on some weight, and switched to offensive tackle. His parents attend every game and share in the success of their son. A graduate student working on his master's in safety management, Rich Braham has dramatically progressed from walk-on to All-American. Virginia Tech's Jim Pine was born to block. His father and grandfather both played professional football and taught him the value of practice and hard work. Pine's blocking helped the Hokies gain their first bowl bid since 1986 and made this senior marketing major with a 3.1 grade point average the top center in college football. Joining Jim Pine on the All-America offensive line are Aaron Taylor, Corey Stringer, Todd Stussy, and Rich Braham. As the 1993 season began, SMU's John Stewart had never attempted a placement in the college football game. But this former high school soccer star took over the Mustangs' kicking duties and performed so well, the coaches selected him as the best in college football. The Auburn War Eagles of Coach Terry Bowden, the surprise team of 1993, used the long-distance punting of Terry Daniel to fortify a perfect 11-0 season. A former walk-on, Daniel averaged nearly 48 yards a kick, most with enough hang time so his teammates could eliminate a return. He shocked Florida's Gators with an amazing career-best 71-yard punt. The War Eagles' Terry Daniel, a junior who ranks as 1993's top punter in college football.
College football is tension, spirit, and excitement. And nothing brings these elements together better than a glorious autumn Saturday called game day.
Dig it.
Let's keep playing now. We're going to win, baby. Touchdown!
It was a solid team victory.
I'm proud of you.
Win with humility.
Now let's meet the players who create some of that excitement, the defense.
Anchor of Arizona's Desert Swarm defense, Rob Waldrop turned muscle from the weight room into crushing tackles on the playing field. Waldrop's dedication made him the immovable object on the toughest defense in the Pac-10, and a solid choice for the coach's All-America defensive line. At Texas A&M, tradition does live on. The Wrecking Crew defense continued its dominance of the enemy. Junior Sam Adams, a 269-pound Texas tornado, swept across the line and devastated all objects in his way. Adams even enjoyed a lineman's lifetime dream, shaking the ball loose in the end zone and then falling on it for a touchdown. Sam Adams, A&M All-American. Nebraska's Trev Alberts decided he would not be out-hustled by anyone.
I just kind of made my goal this year to be the fact that every time I step on the field, I realize I'm going to make mistakes, but I don't ever want to make a mistake half speed. Part of defense is flying around, being reckless, and just having a lot of fun out there, and that's what I've tried to do this year.
It's been fun for Trev Alberts, but not for opposing quarterbacks. Nebraska's all-time career sack leader, Trev Alberts, is a big hitter in Big Red. In Notre Dame's victory over Florida State, no player unsettled the Seminole offense any more than number 97, Bryant Young. As Notre Dame finished a 10-victory regular season, Bryant Young stood a cut above the rest, claiming a berth on the All-America defensive line. At Miami, the latest hurricane force belonged to senior Kevin Patrick. When he blew in on a quarterback, anything could happen, even a Miami touchdown. Patrick disrupted opponents' plays often before they could develop. He was the ringleader of a rugged hurricane defense that ranked among the best in college football. Joining Kevin Patrick on the All-America defensive line are Rob Waldrop, Sam Adams, Trev Alberts, and Bryant Young. Illinois' number 40, Dana Howard, was a linebacker on a mission. His teammates called him Butkus, after the Hall of Famer who played at Illinois 30 years ago. Whether dropping back in coverage to pick off a pass or simply deflecting a stray aerial, Dana Howard had the quickness and power, like Butkus, to be one of the game's dominant linebackers. In Florida State's first 5 games, linebacker Derek Brooks scored more points himself than all those 5 opponents combined.
And he will hand it off. Now, football. Diving, picking it up is Derek Brooks. Foot race. Brooks to the 25, to the 40, to the 50, to the 40. He could go. He will go all the way. But short drop. Under pressure. Gets through to the ball. It's picked off. Intercepted to the 25, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10. Derek Brooks. Brooks to the 5. He has a Florida State touchdown. Play action. Drops the dough. Under pressure. Gets the pass away. It's picked off by Derek Brooks. To the 35, to the 30, to the 20, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Florida State.
He could score, and he could stop other teams from scoring. Derek Brooks, a big hit as an All-American linebacker. The best at their position, Derek Brooks and Dana Howard. Texas A&M's Aaron Glenn led college football in punt returns in 1993. But it was his exceptional football savvy, his ability to read and react, that carried this A&M senior to All-America recognition. A kinesiology major, Aaron Glenn's blazing speed helped the Southwest Conference champions gain the host spot in the Cotton Bowl. An Aggie with a liking for the football, Texas A&M's Aaron Glenn. At At North Carolina, football fans of all ages enjoy watching the reckless, go-for-everything style of Bracy Walker. Before a game, Walker likes to listen to music and imagine himself making the key play. Whether it's a pad-popping tackle or a near interception, Bracy Walker stands out as an All-American defensive back. 4-year starter Jamie Mendez was always around the football. The heart and soul of Kansas State's defense, Mendez was a primary reason the Wildcats finished 1993 with a second bowl berth in school history. Mendez holds the Kansas State record for career interceptions and now has this special honor as a member of the coach's All-America secondary.
Roll, Tide, roll! Don't get no better than this.
Roll, Tide, roll!
No one keeps the Tide rolling any better than Antonio Langham, a hard-hitting senior who thrives on playing Alabama-style football. He is the Alabama career interception leader and is the only Crimson Tide player ever to score 3 defensive touchdowns in one season. Antonio Langham epitomizes the pride of the Tide and is a unanimous choice for the All-America secondary. Joining Antonio Langham are Aaron Glenn, Bracy Walker, and Jamie Mendez. Passing yardage reached an all-time record high in 1993. Fast, sure-handed receivers were the stars of many big games. When UCLA's quarterback passed, he looked for J.J. Stokes.
He's kind of flourishing, if you will, at a good time, because a lot of the pressure defenses are such that they do isolate a cornerback one-on-one with a wide receiver. And when you've got a player like we have in J.J., it helps you.
And I'm able to get open, and Wayne is looking my way when I do get single coverage, and he's able to get the ball to me and let me work from there.
I mean, one of the touchdowns that he caught this year against Washington, I mean, I don't know how he caught it. I threw the ball, and I basically went, oh, no, I threw it over his head.
At 6'5", very little goes over the head or beyond the outstretched arms of J.J. Stokes.
Looking, going to the outside, Stokes again, what a great grab.
Boom, he fires the ball in, and Stokes gets hammered by 2 defenders, and he drops the ball over the inline. Good for the score. Look at the catch by Stokes.
Wow, great stuff.
Great catch. Clutch player. That's how they described Rose Bowl-bound UCLA's J.J. Stokes. He's the Crimson Tide's giant hero. At Alabama, David is Goliath. David Palmer does it all. Alabama's versatile David Palmer, All-America wide receiver. Southern California's Johnny Morton worked with the Trojan track team last summer to improve his speed. This fall, it brought results. Morton has caught more passes for more yards than any wide receiver in the history of the Pac-10. He is simply amazing to watch. Whether gliding alone waiting for a touchdown or acrobatically pulling one in. Morton is a communications major who would like to try acting when he's finished with his playing career. He's one of the best at catching a football. Johnny Morton, J.J. Stokes, and David Palmer. The coaches looked at a great many quarterbacks who shattered existing school and conference records, like strong-armed Heath Shuler at Tennessee. Stanford's Steve Stenstrom has thrown for more yards than any passer in the history of the Pac-10. And Nevada's Chris Vargas led college football in total offense. But the coaches honored a Florida State senior equally at home leaping into the end zone or driving for a layup. Point guard on the basketball team, quarterback on the football team. Charlie Ward is a coach's dream.
Charlie Ward, you tell him to do something, he don't say one thing. Yes, sir. I'm not very confident in my ability, but I don't tell the whole world about it.
Charlie looks to his right, comes back, runs into his own blocker. Now goes back to his right, directing traffic. He'll run with the football. Charlie Ward to the 50. Charlie to the 45. Charlie to the 40. Charlie drops the throw, looks over the middle, fires over the middle. It is caught by Knox. 5-4, touchdown. Play action by Charlie. Looks to his right, eludes the sack rush. Still running, throws the pass. It's caught. Second and goal from the 2. Here's the snap. Charlie runs to his right. Charlie may have the angle. 5, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown. Charlie Ward. Touchdown, Charlie Ward.
One of the most extraordinary athletes ever in college football. Charlie Ward tops off this select group as the All-America quarterback.
The Coaches Association is dedicated to maintaining the highest standards in both the game of football and the profession of coaching football. The Coaches Association shares a desire for excellence, and we coaches are extremely proud of the honor we share of selecting the 1993 All-American football team.